welcome back to Kanata Channel, and we are here once again with another guest all the way from Canada. Let us all welcome Mr. David. He is the Director of Marketing and International Recruitment for Bow Valley College. Hi, David. How are you?
I'm great. I flew in yesterday, so happy to be back in the Philippines. It's one of my favorite countries.
Oh, nice. That's good to hear. How is the weather treating you?
It's so far everything has been wonderful. Yeah, I like the warm weather here versus our cold weather in Canada.
All right. Okay. Well, today we were surprised with some new announcements from IRCC, of course. But just to help our students understand what is happening in the international education space in Canada, can you enlighten them? Is Canada open? Are they accepting students?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think lately this year has been a lot of news, which does cause a lot of fear and confusion
Yeah.
amongst students that want to come to Canada. The really important thing to remember, if you look over several years, kind of before COVID, we only brought in around 300,000 to 400,000 students on study permit
Yeah.
at any one time. And then right after COVID, that jumped quickly to
I
almost
know. Yeah.
700,000. So really what the Canadian government is trying to do is just bring it back to a healthy number of study permits that are issued each year for the benefit of the student. Because we
Okay.
know a lot of our students, they want their educational experience to be excellent, and they're looking for that postgraduate work experience and possibly permanent residency after that.
Of
So
course.
having more sustainable numbers is really what I think we're trying to get back to. So we've been in the business for a very long time, Canada welcoming foreign students, and these numbers are still historically very high numbers.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because we are even surprised. Like last year, you brought in almost 1 million students, right? So just to help them, like make sure that they are settling well and to make sure that they are thriving in the country. So you have to take some measures, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so now let's talk about Calgary specifically. So, if you guys are not aware, Bow Valley College is located in Calgary in Alberta. So, can you tell our prospective students what can they expect once they get to Calgary?
Absolutely. So for the Philippines, Calgary is the fourth largest city in Canada for the Filipino population. Over 75,000 calling Calgary home now. It's a beautiful city. I've lived in many cities across Canada. Calgary is about 1.5 million people. The job prospects are vibrant there. It's a very young city. So the growth trajectory, I think, is very positive in Alberta. Our students, we report all of our postgraduate work success, and most of our students are finding jobs. But it's not just about the jobs, it's about the community as well. And Calgary is a very friendly, welcoming community. When I moved there, people welcomed me with open arms, invited me into their homes. And it's in a beautiful location. You have Banff, which a lot of
Yeah.
people have heard about.
Yeah,
It's
of
one of the most
course.
beautiful
It's very
towns in the
beautiful.
world.
Yeah.
And it is. It does not disappoint. And it's
Right.
an hour away from Calgary.
Oh,
The
nice.
city itself is easy to get around. We have a first-class public transit system. So we have we call it the C train,
Uh-huh.
but think of it as a subway that's above ground. So
Okay.
you get to see the surroundings as you're commuting into our downtown campus. We have the Bow Valley College C train stop. So it stops right
It's
in front of our
right in front of the
campus.
campus.
You walk in and
very accessible then.
start your studies. We do get a few cold days, and that's why it's nice that the C train drops you off at our front doors. All of downtown is connected. You can stay indoors. You never have to go outside. And the summers are beautiful there, the springs and fall. So a warm, welcoming community with great job prospects, both for part-time jobs and for postgraduate work permits.
Okay, perfect. You've mentioned the job prospects. What are the high demand jobs in the community?
Absolutely. So Calgary, just like any other big city, we can never get enough healthcare professionals.
Of course.
Calgary is a fast growing city. It could be the fastest growing city in Canada. We always trade places. So there's just never enough. And our hospitals are breaking at the seams. So anybody who wants to go into healthcare, we need healthcare professionals in Alberta. I would say also technology. So Calgary having that connection to the energy industry. It's very technology intensive. So anybody who's got sort of that information technology background, data management backgrounds, those are very high demand. As well as business, and maybe we'll get into that a bit more, but the entrepreneurial spirit in Calgary is alive and well. And I would say that sort of leading edge technology, the game development, film production, animation, digital design,
Yeah.
very much growing at a very fast rate in Alberta and Calgary right now.
And I believe you have these programs available at Bow Valley College.
We do. Bow Valley College has always stayed very close with the business community. So we want to create programs that produce graduates for the companies that are hiring,
Yeah.
right? So postgraduate work permits are now connected to in-demand industries.
Yeah.
We like to think we've always done that, right? We want our graduates to get jobs in the area that they're passionate about. So every year we're constantly dialoguing with the business community, with the healthcare community, with community services, finding out where the needs and how do we change and adapt our programs. So the Calgary Economic Development is really gung-ho to be very successful in TV shows, movies,
Oh yeah.
game development companies, and the number of new companies every year is
Yeah.
exponential.
Tech startups is
Yes.
growing. Housing crisis has been a huge problem in Toronto. Is the same situation in Calgary?
We've never had the housing crisis in Calgary. Toronto is a much larger city.
Yeah.
So our students have not reported finding difficulties finding homes. We have homestay programs they can avail themselves of. Because our public transit system takes you right to the front door of our campus, gives all of our students flexibility to really live anywhere in the city that they want to. Either
Right.
live in a Filipino community or live close to downtown, or so it's not been an issue, and we're constantly looking for ways to ensure it never becomes an issue. I will say rent prices have been going up
Of
as our
course.
city grows.
Yeah.
Nobody's reporting a difficulty finding
Finding a
housing.
house. Okay, that's very good to know because especially like right now we are more of getting in touch with the K-12 graduates. So we want to assure parents that their kids, of course, because they're moving halfway across the world, that they have a safe housing or safe space or a house or accommodation for their kids.
Absolutely. And Calgary as a whole is ranked one of the safest cities in the world. So parents should rest assured that their students will feel safe and secure in our city.
Yes, of course. Okay, so you mentioned that Bow Valley College has always been conscious about the programs you guys provide to the international students, and which are like the in demand for the businesses. So now, because we have a new announcement from IRCC that for postgraduate work permit, you have to be part of this certain list. Now, I noticed that business programs are not really in the list. So what advice can you give to those students who wants to take business programs?
Yes. So really the urgent piece of advice, if you're ready to apply for a business program at a college in Canada and get your study permit application in before November 1st, so less than a month away,
Yeah.
you will be grandfathered. That's what IRCC has said on many occasions. So if that's all done, then you can come do your 2-year diploma and still be eligible for your 3-year postgraduate work permit. We need to go through this list in great detail, and the province needs to approve all of our programs. It looks like maybe some of our business programs, maybe accounting or supply chain management, will continue to be eligible. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
And then the third option would be study longer in Canada. So universities are exempt from this labor shortage list. So you could come to a college for 2 years and then do a university transfer. And we have agreements with several universities in Calgary, Alberta, and Western Canada. And then go on and do your 2 years. The benefit of that is you have that small class size, worker integrated learning experience opportunities in those first 2 years before you go off to a larger university.
True. So that they were able to settle themselves,
Absolutely.
adjust to the community before they can move to a bigger class sizes. Okay. So do you have any new programs you will introduce? for
We
the
do.
students?
We are process of launching two new data intensive programs. So one is focused on healthcare data management, and that's one of our technology programs, and the one is business data analytics. So data analytics is on the list.
Yeah.
Is hugely important and popular. So those programs are launching for fall 2025.
And for these two programs, what kind of career prospects they can expect once they finish this program?
Yeah, both are well suited to go in sort of that business intelligence, business analytics. So analytics and business intelligence would be really suitable. The healthcare one, why we're launching that one, Alberta Health Services is really trying to improve the quality of service, and that requires analyzing the data,
Yeah.
right? The truth is always in the
The
data.
data.
So anybody who has that skill set will be in high demand.
For sure. Because everyone makes decisions based on data,
Yes.
right? So you are essential in the business.
Essential.
In every industry, you are essential. Okay. What about, let's talk about student support provided by BBC to students. What kind of support do you have for students?
Absolutely. One of the most important things in Alberta is part of your tuition and student fees includes healthcare. So they can come to Canada if they need to go and see a doctor or a nurse practitioner, go to a healthcare facility. It's covered, so they don't need extra healthcare insurance on top of that. So I think that's really important.
Yeah.
It sets Alberta apart from some of the other provinces in Canada. And then on campus, we have all of the essential support services. So we do career counseling,
Right.
help students prepare for interviews, prepare resumes. We have a world-class library with a lot of online and in book presence there. We have mental health services.
Yeah, which is very important.
We have a student group, which just helps students get integrated, and we have all of the essential ones. But we're trying to put work integrated learning in each and every one of our programs, and that gives them the opportunity to step beyond our college walls and get to know the community that maybe they're eventually going to live and work in.
Yeah, that would be nice so that they can, immerse themselves in the community. Well, those are very good advices, David, and we really appreciate your time to be here. And so now, what advice can you give to our prospective students who wants to study abroad? Why should they choose Canada, and why should they choose BVC as their school?
Excellent question. I would remind everybody that Canada continues to remain open for international students. There are maybe a few confusing points in the next couple of days, but that will all be clarified. I think, reach out to yourselves, right?
Yeah.
You can help navigate that. It's a vibrant business community, like for job opportunities. It's a welcoming country. It's a safe country. And Calgary is ranked one of the best cities in the world to live in. Bow Valley College is located right downtown in the heart of the city. We have teachers who care passionately about their students and their success. Our students care for each other. Walking around the halls of our campus, you can tell it's an exciting, vibrant environment to be in. And our students are successful. We're there. Our job is to help them achieve their career goals.
Yeah.
We're a career-focused college, and that's our goal because that's what our students want is they want that better job, and they're going to get it if they come to Bow Valley College.
Fantastic. So, guys, if you are wanting to thrive in a country and make sure that you get the job that you want, then definitely apply at Bow Valley College. Now, if you're interested to apply, you can always click the link in the description box below, or you can always contact us on all our social media pages, and we'll get you the assistance that you need. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much, David, for being here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.